Okay, so Ethernet versus Wi-Fi. Which one's better? Let's find out. Okay guys, so here we go. So what's the physical difference between Wi-Fi and Ethernet? Wi-Fi is wireless. So if you have a phone, a laptop, a computer, if you go to the settings, you can connect to your Wi-Fi network wirelessly without any additional equipment. Ethernet, however, you need a cable to plug into your computer and white box FIRESTICK if you have an OTC cable, etc. Your phone or tablet cannot access the Ethernet, unfortunately. So that's the physical difference, guys. First, let's talk about the Wi-Fi. So let's talk about the pros. You don't need a cable. Like I said, it's wireless. Anyone who's in your household can access it. Yes guys, so anyone, if you have 8 people in your household, they can all access the Wi-Fi, whether the router's upstairs or downstairs, whether they're upstairs or downstairs, they can all access the Wi-Fi. It's easy to connect on all devices. So as I said before, go into your settings and there you go folks, you can connect to the Wi-Fi. You can achieve speeds of 100 megabits a second to 500 megabits a second folks. For 100 milliseconds should be more than enough for you guys. It saves your mobile data. So if you have a mobile device, you have your data turned on and you're inside your house, you don't need your mobile data anymore. All you do is connect to the Wi-Fi network and you're good to go. And depending on which package you go for, it can be cheap. So that's what's good about Wi-Fi folks. Now let's talk about the cons of Wi-Fi. It is extremely unreliable folks. And that is true guys. It's extremely unreliable. When I was using Wi-Fi on my computer, often I would find once a day it will suddenly turn off and then turn on again. And no matter how good your Wi-Fi is, whether it's only 100 megabits or 500 megabits a second, it's unreliable folks. If someone says to me in the comments right now below this video, my Wi-Fi's reliable, they may as well tell me the sky is red folks, because Wi-Fi is not reliable folks. The speed constantly bogs down even when you're not using a VPN. And that's true guys, even when you're not using your VPN. Do a speed test right now, guys, and see what speeds you're getting. And if you're getting bad speeds, you have unreliable Wi-Fi. That's why restarting your router. Do a speed test again, and if it comes out bad, you have bad Wi-Fi, folks. The third thing about Wi-Fi not bad is that your neighbours can access it if you don't get a password, folks. Which you have a password, guys, don't you? Yeah, you do. You don't not have a password. I mean, who does do that? Well, you don't have a password. Get a password right now, guys, because honestly, your neighbours can access your Wi-Fi and they can access it on all of their devices, and you'll be checking your Wi-Fi bill and going, it's suddenly more expensive. And that's because your neighbours are accessing it, folks. But always put a password on your Wi-Fi, folks. Always. It buffers 90% of the time when streaming. And yeah, that is true, guys. And again, if someone tells me right in the comments, I don't get buffering, you're lying, folks. I know you are, because you know you get buffering with Wi-Fi, folks. So yeah, so that's the bad thing about Wi-Fi. Now let's talk about Ethernet, folks. So what's good about Ethernet? It's reliable for streaming 80% of the time. So 8 times out of 10, Ethernet is reliable for streaming. Whether you use Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, with Ethernet, streaming will perform way better. It's a permanent connection, so unlike Wi-Fi when it snaps Ethernet doesn't do that. From what I've been using Ethernet, it doesn't snap. It's less likely to buffer, so it doesn't eliminate buffering necessarily, but it's less likely to happen. It rarely bogs down speeds. Again, it rarely bogs down speeds, I'm saying, folks. You know what I'm saying. So right, so unfortunately it doesn't stop your buffering or bogging down streams, but it is less likely to happen. It's very fast, more faster than Wi-Fi, and you can achieve speeds from 100 to 1000 megabits a second, folks. So that's the capabilities of Ethernet compared to Wi-Fi, and that's the good stuff about it. Different types of Ethernet. So let's talk about Cat 5, 6 and 7. Really, I don't notice a huge difference between these. As you can see, they all give you the same megabits, folks. Is this all you really fussed by? But as you can see, Cat 7 gives you 1000 megahertz. Cat 6 gives you 250 megahertz, and Cat 5 gives you 100 megahertz, folks. So I have a Cat 6 cable plugged into my Nvidia Shield. Never had issues with it, guys. Never had issues with Ethernet, folks. And not Cat 6 either. So, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't matter if you go for Cat 5, 6 or 7. Basically, they all do the same thing. What's bad about Ethernet? Well, there's only one bad thing about Ethernet, and that is you need a cable, folks. Yeah, you need a cable. You see that cable down there, guys? You just see it. That's my Ethernet cable, and that is 10 meters long, folks. So that's the downside of having Ethernet, is now you need a cable, but believe me, it is worth it, folks, for that huge long cable. Where can you find Ethernet ports? So you can find them on Android boxes. So this is the Nvidia Shield, and this can be any other box. And as you can see, there's an Ethernet port there, which is a gigabit Ethernet port, and you can find them on PCs and laptops. Or if your device doesn't have Ethernet, you can buy a USB Ethernet adapter, and you can plug it into a USB 3 port, because USB 2 is not bad, but it's not good. But if you plug it into 3, you'll get that full Ethernet speed, folks. Also plug it into an Ethernet port if you have one. And now let's talk about streaming speeds. So YouTube, Netflix and Prime. What speeds do you need for streaming? So if I turn my camera off for a second. So for Netflix, for 720p HD content, you need only 3 megabits a second, folks. So that's nothing to get Netflix in HD. You only need 3 megabits, which blows my mind off. For full HD, you need 5 megabits a second. For 4K, you need only 15 megabits a second, folks. And these actually surprised me. I thought HD, you'll need about 15 megabits. Full HD, you'll need about 20 megabits. And 4K, you'll need about 50 or 40 megabits. But no, you need only 3, 5 and 15 for Netflix, folks. This blows my mind. Prime video speeds. So for SD, you need only 1 megabits a second. For HD, you need 5. For 4K, you need 25. Let's move on to YouTube speeds. For SD you need 1.1 megabits. For HD you need 2 megabits a second. For Full HD you need 5 megabits a second. For 4K you need 20 megabits a second. So if you have 100 megabits Ethernet, that's more than enough, folks. You really don't need gigabit Ethernet, folks, unless you're getting real issues, folks. So that's the speeds you need, and these are the most popular streaming platforms as well. And the winner is obviously Ethernet, folks. It performs so much better than Wi-Fi, folks. I've never had issues with Ethernet, and I have issues with Wi-Fi. As soon as I compare the both, I can definitely see a difference between Wi-Fi and Ethernet, and trust me, you will too. So that's it, guys. That was the difference between Wi-Fi and Ethernet. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a subscription to my channel with all notifications turned on. I want to get to 2k subscribers, but really close. Turn on the notifications, guys. That way you'll see more videos like this. And with all that being said, have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.